This is week 3 of the mystery amigurumi. Let's get started right after this. Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. In today's tutorial we are going to be making this component. We only need one of these, and this is exactly what it's going to look like at this point. So we want to make sure that when we stuff it that it doesn't want to fall over. Okay, so this is a kind of a neat idea, and this is part of the components that you're going to need. So this is week number 3. This is what we're going to make, and this consists of 47 rounds, and we go through this step by step. So let's get started. I'm your host Mikey. Today is week number 3 of the mystery amigurumi, and we are going to be making only one component today. It's a big one, so this is all that we're going to be doing for this week. And basically you just have to grab a 4mm size G crochet hook. So we've been using 2 different sizes. This is the larger size, and of course you're going to have your yarn that you've been playing with all throughout the mystery. Within today's project we are just going to review. Remember that if you're new to the crochet along for this one, each one of these boxes represents when you check off. So it says round 6 to 12. Basically these are the boxes that represent 6 to 12. So when you get 6 done, you do the first box, 7, next box, 8, next box. So basically this one is a really easy one. So let's continue, and it looks kind of very much like a chess piece at this point. For today's project you are going to need a stitch marker about almost 1.5 feet long, and I use that in order to mark my rounds when I'm going all the way around. 4mm size G crochet hook today, and your yarn. And you're also going to need your stuffing, because we'll be stuffing as we go as well. So let's create a slip knot to begin. So let's create a magic ring. So we've already covered this in the first 2 tutorials, but let's review one more time. So the strand is in front of my hand, and I go up and over the 2. And I make it cross over on the top side. So I go up under the first string, pull through, and then I just go through the next string and pull through like so. So let's begin. We're going to go for round number 1. Okay, round number 1 we are going to go 6 single crochets into the main ring. It says MR, that means main ring. So just going in, and let's count out 6. So single crochet right into the ring. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. So now that we have our 6 done, before you can carry on, just pull up, and I want you to insert your hook underneath the first stitch or the last stitch you just did. Grab your stitch marker and pull a section through, just a little piece of it through. And that'll represent your stopping and starting, and we're going to do that each and every time we go up. And if you've been following the other tutorials, you know that's true. So now I want you to grab the straggler at this point and pull it tight like so, and just let it fall out of the way. And now we're ready for round number 2. So round number 2 we're going to do an increase times 6. An increase is always 2 single crochets into the same crochet. So we're just going to start with the first one. So we're not chaining up one, we're just going to go in a continuous revolution. Go into the very first one, which is the next one in a row, and put in 2 double crochet or 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and do that 6 times. So do the next one, 1 and 2, do the next one, 1 and 2. Okay, next one, 1 and 2. Okay, next one, 1 and 2, and then the final one where the stitch marker is, you're going to do 1 and 2 in there as well. So on the second one, which is the last one you'll do before going back to the instructions, you will pass, you'll just go underneath the first one and pull that stitch marker through like so. Okay, so we keep doing that each and every time. Let's move up to round number 3. Round number 3 says to do a single crochet and then an increase, single crochet and an increase. So the first one will be 1 single crochet by itself. And I've been working with really thick yarn lilies, so these smaller hooks are kind of you see me struggle a little bit on camera. That's because I'm not used to the smaller hooks. So the first one is 1 single crochet, and then the next one is an increase, so there will be 2 in that one. Okay, so the repeat patterning going all the way around is 1 single crochet in the first one, and then the next one is 2 single crochets. Continue to do that and then move up that stitch marker, and then we'll carry on with round number 4. Okay, stitch marker is moved up, ready for round number 4. It says to do 2 single crochets and then an increase, and repeat that. So the first 2 will be 1 single crochet into each, and then the next one is an increase, so there'll be 2 into that one. So 1 and 2. So here's the repeat pattern, is that there's gonna be 2 single crochets sitting by themselves, and then the next one is an increase, so there'll be 2 in that one. Continue that same patterning going all the way around. When we come back, move up your stitch marker, and then we'll carry on with round number 5. Okay, round number 5 says 3 single crochets and then an increase. So then that means that the first one is 1, and the next one 2, and the next one is 3. So there's your 3 in a row, and then the next one is an increase. 1 and 2. So the repeat patterning for this one is 3 are by themselves, so 1, 2, and 3, and then the next one is an increase, so there'll be 2 into that one. So continue to do that all the way around. Okay, round number 5 is complete. Stitch marker is moved up. Now we're gonna continue from rows all the way from rounds all the way from 6 to 12, and that's a total of 7 rounds. So we're just going to do 1 single crochet into each, and then move up your stitch marker, and then check it off on the list when you get the round done. And you want to do this for 7 rounds complete, and then we're gonna carry on. And when we come back, then I will start you on round number 13 after that, and it's gonna be quite cool. So please do this. So 1 single crochet in each of the next 7 rounds, which are rounds number 6 all the way through 12. We'll see you back here in just a moment. So I just finished up rounds number 6 through 12. This is what it looks like. It's a bowling shape, and I'm working on the outside, and well, I'm working on the outside of the bowl, I guess you can say. So what we have is round number 13 is 3 single crochets and then a decrease. So the first 3 are going to be 1 single crochet each, and then a decrease. And if you remember how to do a decrease, it's going into the first one, pull through and hold, going into the next one, pull through and 2 and hold. You'll have 3 on your hook, pull through all 3, and that makes 2 into 1. So let's repeat this again. So 3 single crochets in a row, and then the next 2 are together, so they're a decrease. Please do that same patterning going all the way around for round number 13, and then we'll meet you back up and we'll do number 14 together. Round number 14 is nice and easy. Simply just start and just 1 single crochet into each going all the way around. So round number 14. Okay, round number 15 this time. 15 is 2 single crochets in a row and then a decrease. So 2 in a row, and then the next 2 are together. That's the repeat pattern for this round. So again, it's 2 in a row, so 2 single crochets in a row, and then the decrease is in the next. Continue that same patterning going all the way around, and this will be round number 15. Okay, rounds 16 to 20 are all the same. That's a total of 5 rounds, and there's gonna just be 1 single crochet into each. So every time you pass the stitch marker, check it off as one of your rounds, but it's 1 single crochet into each for rounds number all the way 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So please do that now, and I'll meet you back up on number 21. So we're now here from round number 21. So this is what it looks like so far. So number 21, we're gonna start increasing once again. So it's 2 single crochets in a row and then an increase for round number 21. So 1 and 2, and then 2 together, 2 into the same one for an increase. So the repeat pattern for number 21 is 2 single crochets in a row, followed by the next one being an increase. So there'll be 2 in the next one. Please do that all the way around. Okay, so now it's time for rounds number 22, 23, and 24, 3 rounds in a row, and it's just 1 single crochet into each. So 1 single crochet into rounds number 22, 23, and 24. Please do that now. I'll meet you back up on 25. So we're now ready for number 25, and 25 is very simple. It is 3 single crochets in a row and then an increase. So the first 3 are by themselves, 1, 2, and 3, and then an increase once again. So there'll be 2 in this one. Okay, so let's repeat one more time. So 1, 2, and 3, and then the next one is an increase. Continue that same patterning going all the way around. It's now time for rounds number 26, 27, and 28. It's just one single crochet into each going all the way around. So please do that for 3 rounds for 26, 27, and 28. Okay, 26, 27, and 28 are now done. This is what it looks like so far. So now we have round number 29 and it says 4 single crochets and then an increase. So let's go for 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then an increase. So continue that same patterning going all the way around, 4 in a row and then 1 increase, and continue to do that all the way around. Time for round number 30 and it's just one single crochet into each going all the way around. That's round number 30. Round number 31, okay, is 5 single crochets and then an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's an increase. So continue that same patterning going all the way around. 5 single crochets in a row followed by 1 increase. Round number 32 is very simple. It's just one single crochet into each going all the way around. So one single crochet into each. Round number 33, we're gonna do something even more drastic this time. We are going to go 3 single crochets in a row and then an increase. So we have been following this. I'm just gonna do this. So 3 single crochets and then an increase, and that's the repeat. So up until now we've been just increasing, like we've been getting 4 single crochets and an increase, then 5, and etc. By doing 3 single crochets and an increase, it's gonna start making it really bell out. And that's kind of what you're seeing going on in the pattern as well. So for 33 it's 3 single crochets and then 1 increase. Rounds number 34 and 35 we are going to do 1 single crochet into each going all the way around. So please do that for 34, 35, 1 single crochet into each. Okay, 34 and 35 are now done. This is what it looks like so far. I don't have any stuffing in it yet. I don't need to put it in there yet. So let's go for 36. 36 we're still gonna increase and get bigger. So this time it is 4 single crochets in a row followed by an increase for this particular round. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the next one is an increase. So continue that same patterning going all the way around. 4 single crochets and then an increase. It's time for number 37 and 38 and they're just 1 single crochet into each going all the way around. So please do that for 37 and 38. Okay, round number 39, here we go. So we've done 37 and 38. So if you look at the instructions, it says 5 single crochets and then an increase, and that's times 10, and there'll be 2 single crochets left over at the very end that you're just gonna do 1 single crochet into each. So this one for round number 39 is 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then it's an increase. So you want to continue that same patterning going all the way around. You will end up with 2 that are not done at the end by the time you get the stitch marker, and those 2 are just 1 single crochet into each. We're now about to do 40, 41. They're just 1 single crochet into each. We're almost getting to the end of this particular project, so it's going to be really kind of neat, and you're going to need your stuffing soon, but for 40 and 41 just 1 single crochet into each. Round 42 we're going to start doing a decrease. So this time we're going to do 4 single crochets in a row. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to then put the next 2 together for a decrease. So please continue that same patterning going all the way around. 4 single crochets and then a decrease in the next 2. So let's go on for round number 43. We're gonna do a decrease again. It's the next 3 are gonna be by themselves. So 1, 2, and 3, and then the decrease after that, and continue that all the way around. We're gonna start stuffing right after this round. So 1, 2, and 3, and decrease. So please do that same patterning going all the way around. Okay, 43 is now complete, and I want to now stuff it. I want to essentially get my hands in here. The more I go in this project, the harder it's going to get my hands in there. So I want to stuff it almost to the top of this, and then we're going to continue to stuff as we go. So stuff what you have so far. So here's what it looks like so far. I have it stuffed. If it cannot stand up like this, when you have it stuffed, it means that it's too weak. So if it's falling over, it means that it's not enough stuffing. So we can always take out stuffing if it's too weak when it's going to stand up and hold. But if there's not enough in there and you close it off and then it's limp, then you're in big trouble. So just continue to stuff. I'm gonna stop right here. I can see it looks like a really kind of a cool I'm not even sure what it looks like. It reminds me of something from a fairy tale. But anyway, so we're going to go on to round number 44 next. We only have 4 more rows to go, and it's gonna come in completely flat along the top here. Okay, so what we want to do here is at this point is that this one is gonna be a decrease again. I'm just realigning my hook in. So it's going to be a decrease as we go, so it's gonna be 2 single crochets in a row followed by a decrease next. So 2 in a row and then a decrease. So continue that same patterning going all the way around. So 2 single crochets and then a decrease. Okay, 44 is complete. Now for 45, this time is going to be 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So this is a decrease. I've already done the single. So 1 single crochet and a decrease. Please do that, and I'm gonna restuff a little bit more right in this area here. It's a little bit too weak for me, so I'm gonna restuff again after this round. Okay, just 2 more rounds left. This round here is a single crochet and then a decrease. So that, again, exactly what we just did in the last one. So just 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So the next 2 are together. So it's gonna really pull in tight now. Okay, so continue to do that. Single crochet and then a decrease. Okay, this is the final round. We still have this much of a space left, and basically the last round is a decrease times 8. So basically we just start on the next one. So we just do decreases all the way around. So basically 2 are coming together, and then what you want to do then after that, we want to leave a long tail, and then we're gonna pull the remaining section closed. So a single crochet, or sorry, a decrease in each going all the way around. So 47 is complete, so I want to leave an extra long string just like so, and I want to pull it. So you can see that there's extra spaces within the stitches. I can pull out some stuffing after if I really want to, but I want to make sure it's not understuffed. That's my biggest goal. So what I want to do at this point is that I want to take this long string and put it onto a darning needle, and I want to feed it through all of the stitches that are left. Okay, so I'm just gonna start, and I'm just gonna move myself around. So just go into each, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna clothesline it. So we're just gonna pull on this string, and it will pull everything nice and tight. I've done something in the past where I never stuffed it enough, and then especially when it was the neck of a creature, and it's like, and the neck completely fell over, but then everything was closed and I had sewn everything back up, and it's like, oh no. So I'm coming all the way back to the start. So once I get back to the start, just don't mind the stitch marker, just pull everything nice and closed. These stitches, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of just massage it a little bit, but I want to sew in this section right here so it's permanently shut at the bottom, at the top here. Okay, and that would be how you do this section. So this concludes today's mystery. This is mystery week number 3, and you just need one of these. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next week, and we're gonna get the final components done, and you can then see exactly what you have to do. So next week we are going to be you're gonna see exactly what you've been working on and putting it together, and you may be able to get it out for a gift in the same day as well. Till next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd as well as YarnSpirations.com. We'll see you.